Here with Jared Allen, and it's Jordan in at the center position. And for the Hawks, Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Then it's Trae Young. Then there's Len, and it's Jack in at the shooting guard position. Clark right around the halfway mark, and some players starting to feel a little bit beat up, taking those bumps and bruises. Is it hard to decide which injuries to play through versus the ones that make you sit and miss a game?
You know, I don't think so. If you're a younger player, it may be a little more difficult. But as you've spent time in the league, you know your body. You understand what's an ache and a pain and something you can play with, or an injury that really hampers you. So I think as you mature in the league, it becomes much easier to know what's an injury and what's something that you can work through.
That word tolerance becomes pretty important, doesn't it?
Yeah, and everybody's a little different in that regard, Kevin. Some guys have a high tolerance, others have a low or moderate. But again, it's about knowing your body.
It's LeVert on the wing. Irving against Young. Irving misses. And it's the Hawks' ball. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Outside Jack from downtown. A three-pointer is right on target.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Young against Irving. It's LeVert on the wing. Offensive rebound.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great positioning.
Young against Irving. Shoots it. No good on that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Here's LeVert. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
LeVert, very confident. He's an amazing athlete and can put the ball on the floor and attack on the drive with the best of them.
On its way from Young for 2. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Irving from long range. Drains it from beyond the arc.
I love the three-point shooting of Irving. Excellent at dialing it in from deep, and you've got to respect his range.
Collins finds Len. Jack against Allen. No good from Jack.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Irving misses.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
And Durant sends it back.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Jack passes to Young. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Young against Irving. Lobbed up there for Durant. And KD throws it down.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Well, a lot of rough times for Irving in his final year with the Celtics. Opted out. And obviously Greg wanted a change.
And quickly zeroed in on Brooklyn as a destination. His time in Boston had clearly come to an end by the finale of last season. Now joins up with a new stacked team in Brooklyn.
And here's KD for 3. Collins grabs the miss. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. 4-point game. Jack's shot is good.
You know, such a selfless player. I love how Young stays consistent in how he involves his teammates.
Irving against Young. Irving kicks to LeVert. Pass to Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. LeVert with it. Now Jack defending. A nice shot by LeVert. LeVert's got 5 points so far.
Guys, that's a cold-blooded answer from deep. LeVert takes smart shots and knows his range.
Young with the ball. Last time out, he had 13 points. Jack's shot is good.
So far, he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
The Nets have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Clark, last couple years, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge, a gigantic weapon for a lot of teams. You live by it, you die by it. Some teams can accept, though, the ramifications of a bad shooting night.
Yeah, I think it's too big a premium not to really overweight the three-point shot. A 50% premium on that particular field goal when it goes down. But I do like to see balance. Attacking the rim, spacing the floor. I love to see guys and teams shoot the mid-range shot as well, but the three-point shot and the way teams use it and shoot it is here to stay for sure.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next three quarters as well, Greg.
To the inside. Jones kicks to Jack. And it's Parker in the corner. From deep, another three for Atlanta.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And the Nets with possession here. Now here's Prince. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Who's watching here?
Passes it to Irving. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Nets.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
The Hawks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And the last two drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wing. You pair that with
with a completely new group on the floor. And a new group in for the Nets. Allen's checked in for Jordan. Durant comes in for Wilson Chandler. Odion's Kurucs. He's checked in for Taurean Prince. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Harris.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
So for Brooklyn now, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. And it's Kurucs in at the small forward. Jack against Irving. And the wide open shot from Reddish. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Poked loose. It's stolen by Jack. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, "I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again." Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much.
And at this point, there simply is no doubt that Kevin Durant is one of the great shooters to ever play the game. The only question is just where on the all-time list will he land when we talk about the unstoppable scorer.
KD comes with the double team. Kicks it out to Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Len dishes to Jack. 6 to shoot. Collins passes to Reddish. Shot on the wing. Brooklyn with the rebound. And with Durant, perhaps the most amazing part, he can have quiet nights, Greg, of 30-plus points.
Kevin, his scores are just so easy for him that you forget you aren't supposed to see 7-foot sharpshooters doing it. He can score from anywhere in any fashion and can hold his own with any player in history in terms of how unguardable he is.
And it's sent back by Allen.
It's really hard to shoot over Allen, which is probably why you shouldn't try to do it.
To the middle, here's Jack, and he dunks it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Timeout called, the Nets. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
The Hawks leading by 7. Young finds Jack. Allen with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Caruch passes to Allen, and it's Allen slamming it down.
And guys, all it takes is inside positioning. As soon as you give Allen that, it's pretty much a wrap.
Bounce pass, Young. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Caruch. Here's Allen. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Prince is checked in.
Boy, I covered Jared Allen in college, and you look at the physical profile he's got. 7.5-foot wingspan, big hands, explosive, really good athlete. He's got all the tools and an upside without limits.
The Hawks again can't hit.
And, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
LeVert the pass to Durant. Shoots from 14. Rebound, Atlanta. You were talking, Clark, about Allen's length and leaping ability. He's dangerous around the rim.
Boy, he sure is, guys. Still developing his skill game, but he's already more than serviceable at the offensive end of the floor. And we know he's a rim protector defensively. Good feet, gets up and down, has a nice touch and good hands. Boy, this guy is going to be some kind of player going forward.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Moving against Young, and the shot is good.
The second period's been much more kind to him than the first. Let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
For the Hawks, Jones checked in for Len. Jabari Parker comes in for Collins. And it's Carter in for Reddish. Then for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Durant, and Harris subbed in for LeVert. Irving with a clean look. Off target from outside.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Young, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. One second left.
And he's just so mobile for his size. That's a big part of the value Jordan has at the defensive end. When he's on you, he's too hard to shake, and he had...
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get...
Che, 1 sec.
What up, Coach?
Nice work on D. The guys are really feeding off of you.
Thanks, Coach. I'm trying.
I see that. Keep it up.
Yes, sir.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. An incredible game from Jack.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
Collins at power forward with Len at center. Then it's Reddish. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Jack in a two-guard. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce. Shot by Collins, no good.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
The shot by KD, no good. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Jack for three. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Irving against Young. A baseline J. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Kyrie Irving.
And he's done this so much that we almost take Kyrie for granted. Let's take tonight to appreciate what a special player he is.
Young's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. And we see the league-wide move discouraging mid-range shots. The Nets definitely among that group.
Yeah, and it's borne out here in that last season they took the third fewest mid-range shots and allowed the second most. So the analytics message taking real strong hold in Brooklyn.
Reddish's shot is good.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Young against Irving. And there's the pass to Allen. Durant feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 6. Atlanta with the rebound. Collins has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Jack dishes to Len. And it's sent back by Allen. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. Right side Jack. Young outside. Just 4 to shoot. And he makes good on the layup. And now it's a 9-point Atlanta lead.
You know, fending off the defense well there. Young solid at just being crafty enough in these types of situations.
Young against Irving. Good on the 13-footer. Irving's got 20.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
Outside Jack. Right side Collins. Back to Len. Pass to Young. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Well, comparisons to Steph Curry, unfair for Trae Young, and they're quieting. His shooting percentages in year 1 leave plenty of room for growth.
Atlanta making some changes. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Len. Murray comes in for Reddish. And it's Bembry in for Young. Caruth is checked in for Brooklyn. And Durant gets it to go.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. Just got to marvel at his greatness.
And Greg, you talk about unfair comparisons for Trae Young. His career will always be measured against that of Luka Doncic after the Hawks traded back from the number 3 pick.
And Doncic going on to win Rookie of the Year, an instant star, and Trae Young with plenty of talent. And we'll see what he can accomplish. A career best season for Kyrie Irving in 2018-19. Scoring just as great as ever, but it was the other areas, playmaking, rebounding, defense, where he made tremendous strides.
Harris is checked in for Karis LeVert. Collins kicks to Jack. Pass to Bembry. Parsons looking it over. Stolen by Durant. And oh, here comes Durant all alone. And finished off by KD.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, Durant is a prime-time threat to pound one down. Got to keep him away from the rim.
Count that one. And the Celtics expected Kyrie to become a better passer and defender in Boston.
They felt he had the capability. You could argue that those improvements have elevated him from a great scorer to a great player in our league.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Jack. And the layup's good off the glass. Jack's got 9 points now in the quarter.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Nets trail by 8. Outside Irving. Passes it to Harris. Releases. Rebound by Murray. Atlanta leading by 8. Shot by Jack. Wide open. Another 3 for Atlanta.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
No good from Durant. And Collins has got the ball here for the Hawks. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The mid-range jump shot, you've talked about this a lot, is still valuable if you can hit it with consistency.
Yeah, and if it's a quality shot, Kevin, I think you should shoot it. Move the defense, move the ball to get a quality shot, and I think one of the very best at knocking down the mid-range jump shot, Kevin Durant clearly. But how about Chris Middleton? Elite mid-range jump shooter, and DeMar DeRozan as well has a strong mid-range game too.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, the Hawks have been in rebuild mode for the last couple of years, but this season brings a lot of optimism. Passing on Luka Doncic, the Hawks drafted Trae Young. It was much scrutinized, but Young came on down the stretch. His playmaking makes other people better, and also, they hope, will attract a free agent or two. Now the Hawks have added several rookies, starting with DeAndre Hunter, and they believe they're poised to make some noise in the East. Kevin?
They took that gamble with Doncic and getting Young. We'll see what happens. Thank you, D.A. That one good for 2.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
And Jack kicks to Jones. Parsons outside. And Jack with the basket on the assist from Parsons. That's 36 points for Jack.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
And the pass to Irving. And that one is good. Irving's got 10 points in just the second half.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Jack finds Jones. Here's Herter, covered by Irving. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
It's stolen by Jack. Lays it in off the breakaway. Jack's got 38 points. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Nobody near Parsons. And the three off target. Nets trail by 18. Here's Prince. Lays it up off the glass. Prince has got 6. Here's Jack. He has 38 in the game. 56 seconds left here in the third quarter. Herter passes to Jones. And Parsons kicks to Parker. Shot clock at 5 over Chandler. And that one's good. Parker, 14 points for him.
Well, I like the bounce, the elevation that Parker gives you on that mid-range jump shot. Defenses can't really get to it, and that's why he's so successful with it.
Harris outside. He dishes it to Jordan. And Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Jarrett Allen, and it's LeVert in for Irving. And you look at Karis LeVert, Clark out of Michigan, 6'7", and a tremendous athlete.
Kevin, he's one of my favorite players over the last handful of years coming out of college. He had some injury issues his last 2 seasons at Michigan, but he's an excellent two-way player. Outstanding energy and aggressiveness, and makes all kinds of plays at both ends of the floor and plays the game the right way.
Setting the floor for the Nets. LeVert out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Wilson Chandler, and it's Durant, and it's Prince in at the 5 down low. And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. On Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets. And then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
And for the matchup with the Bulls, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Taurean Prince. Jarrett Allen comes in for Wilson Chandler. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Joe Harris. Here's LeVert. It's not going to go for him. Collins with some nice D. Here's Jack. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Jack's got 42 in the game.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Outside, KD. Jordan trying to free himself up. The kick out to Irving. But they'll get another chance.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today. Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Young outside, launches a 3. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Jack's got 5 assists in the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
1:43 left in the fourth quarter. 4 on the clock. Here's KD. And even after the Achilles tear for Durant in the 2019 finals, he got a huge contract after he opted out.
Most teams felt they were willing to pay him while he rehabbed for a year. That was the case as the Nets gave him a 4-year max money deal. His next chapter is underway as he changed his number to 7.
Pass to Len. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Over to the left wing. Here's Collins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The first one falls. Both good from the line that time. And he may not have gotten the same attention as some of the other picks back in the 2017 draft, Greg, but John Collins out of Wake Forest has been outstanding thus far in his career.
Really one of the league's best kept secrets. Tremendous athleticism, also great hands, and just has a knack for moving to the open spot around that rim.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Hawks.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jack.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Irving against Jack. The three. No good from Irving. Over to the wing. With the shot. No good from Jack.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but their ability to stay focused.
The first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kelly, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you later.
Everybody starts as a kid with a pure heart. Then they turn to him. Mama, all this.
Hey. Great game, Jay. Can you talk about your performance?
You know, tonight was one of those nights where you just feel.
So, Jay, it seems like you were really in the groove tonight.
Well, you know. I'm happy to take on whatever role.
Good stuff.